Well, the first question is quite simple to answer. It does feel like a loss. I think we were in control of most part of the game. We had our moments also to score even a second or a third goal. The moment that they score is very unfortunate the way it goes in, but that's how it is. So it feels like a loss. Musu did a really good job. A young kid coming on, helping the team. From the beginning of the week when he started to travel with us and train with us, and even got two good moments in the game also. The first one was a somewhat of a penalty situation, bit light, but it brings him out of balance in order to have that good touch and maybe score the goal. And he was looking for the 1v1 and a shot in the short angle, which is something that he's well known for in the second team. And you could see he's very brave because he does the same when he's with us.
Scott?
Hey, Coach, how are you? Scott Church and Stream Punk Soccer.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to talk real quick. Pereira's goal, how big was that for him, considering how long it had been since the last one? Thanks.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play also. It's something that we anticipated going into this game because he had a slight different role compared to the game against Orlando. But we knew these opportunities for his runs would appear in this game as well. So this was a good setup, good play, and a good finish because Pepe has the quality to get himself into these situations, and then it's all about making sure you control your emotions and your impulses in order to get it on frame, and that is what he did. So it's a beautiful goal and a good moment for Pepe as an individual.
Jonathan?
Hey Pascal, Jonathan Mackay, New York. Looking ahead to the next match, how important is the 3 points in Dallas before you guys take a break from the league?
It's a huge game, not only because of the situation in the ranking, but just being on the road, where I think the game against Charlotte gave us far too little. Then the game against Orlando, eventually we got lucky, but we had a good part in the game, especially in the second half. And today, like I explained to your colleague just now, it feels like a loss because we had the momentum in order to win this game was our belief. So going to Dallas will be a huge one for us in the away stretch that we're having at the moment, but also looking at the table in general because we want to be in the playoffs, and in order to do so, you need to get a good result in Dallas.
Alec?
Hey, Coach. Alec Kossoff from Five Row Footy.
Hi.
I wanted to sort of ask you about the identity as you see the team. Early in the season, it seemed like there was a lot of emphasis put into the press and the counter press. Last game, obviously, there was a goal that came off of counterattack, and then this game, it felt like we were more in the sort of building out of the back, especially in the second half. Do you find that like the identity as you see the team is more about adaptability as
Well,
the game goes on?
the tools that you mentioned are tools that we've been working on since day one. So in our toolkit, there should be several tools in order to dominate games and win games eventually, because that's the main goal of using whatever tool that we think we should be using in a game. The description of the moments that you gave just now gives a good recollection of the fact that we are capable of using these tools as well and applying them in several games in order to get the results that we're looking for. So I think we're making good progress. On the other hand, what's been happening throughout the season is making sure that we do stay clinical when we create our moments in order to score the goals that we need to win the games.
Michael?
Coach, it's Mike Andrew from Blue City Radio.
Hi, Mike.
Shallowy scored the goal in the 74th minute. You made your subs at the 77th minute. Were those subs already in process before the goal was scored?
Yeah, good question. They were, because as you know, the guys up front gave a lot of energy, also in this game, but also the previous games. And at a certain point, we needed fresh energy up front because we were going too deep than we wanted to be in this game. So the guys were prepared in order to come in and bring this fresh energy, and that's what they gave after the equalizer as well. And we got a few good looks from the fresh guys up front, but unfortunately, it didn't give us enough to get the 3 points.
Final one, we'll go with Matt.
Hey, Coach, Matt Mangum, Hudson River Blue. Can you
Hi.
elaborate more on Hannes's injury and how long he may be out for? Thank you.
Hannes had a little stretch in his hamstring, so it was out of security to make sure that it doesn't get worse. But we expect him to join the training session somewhere midweek again, and hopefully we'll get him ready to participate again against Dallas.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
We're, a little bit disappointed with the draw because, we created the opportunities to get the 3 points tonight. And, with the group we've got, our mentality is getting 3 points.
Matt?
Hey, Aiden, Matt Mangum, Hudson River Blue. Just talk about, playing on short rest, quick turnaround, and it was obviously really hot in Kansas City tonight. Talk about the conditions as well, as long as the quick turnaround on the performance.
Yeah, it's been a quick turnaround, 3 games, pretty quickly. We've done all the right things, and I think you could see that tonight. We're full of energy, and we came out here to get 3 points, and yeah, like I said, we're a little bit disappointed with the point, but we take it and we move forward.
Michael?
Hey, Aiden, it's Mike Andrew from Blue City Radio. Thanks for the time. Can you talk about the mentality of the squad? You lose Hannes to an injury. You have it's a thin squad. You have a lot of guys who haven't gotten a lot of minutes. Talk about how those young guys stepped up tonight.
I think the young lads tonight were exceptional. Some of them coming on making their debut as well. They really changed the game, and I told them after the game as well, excellent, and just keep working. We're going to need you guys because there's a lot of games coming up. But yeah, I think they were fantastic tonight.
Jonathan?
Hey, Aiden, Jonathan Mack, AM New York. What do you think was lacking from the team's performance tonight in order to find that winner towards the end when you guys had a flurry of chances?
I think, we just needed to score more goals because, they created that opportunity at the end, which we may have switched off just a little bit and we got punished for it. But yeah, the way we played, I felt like we deserved 3 points.
Alec?
Hey, Aiden, Alec from Five Row Footy. I noticed that there was a lot more play down the width in this game, and I noticed that you were sending a lot more sort of balls out on to the wide areas from the central area. I was wondering if that was something that you guys knew kind of coming in was going to happen, or was it more game state?
Yeah, I think we, recognized that, me and Johnny and the centre backs quite early on, and we're getting a lot of joy from going out the sides, and yeah, I think we recognized that during the game. But I think we played some really nice stuff tonight, and I think those connections are building every game, and it's exciting.
Anyone else? Go ahead, Michael.
Aiden, with experienced teams, there's usually a next guy up mentality where a player gets injured and then the next guy steps up. Being that you don't have a lot of experience with this team, how do you feel the team did well with an injury like when Johnny Shore went down?
Yeah, I think our mentality is the boys on the bench are ready, and when called upon, they know how we're playing and they just slot right in. And like I said before, the young boys that came on tonight, I think were exceptional.
Great. Thank you, everybody.